There are some things that neighbors have been able to enlighten us about in terms of the activity in the yard behind you. And it's not lost on us that you are standing right in front of Chad Daybell's home. And it is the yard where those little kids were buried.
Yeah, that's right. I was able to do some reporting right around the Daybell home, mostly speaking to the neighbors who live around it on the street. A lot of my information, really great intel, Ashleigh, came from the home of the Price family who lives right there behind me. They've had, obviously, a front row seat to everything that happened over the course of these last 3 years, particularly that day in June when those two young lives were found here in the backyard. And I think what you're alluding to is this new information about the smoke plumes that the Price family saw in the days and weeks leading up to those two children being found. What I found out from them is that the Daybell family were having these massive bonfires for several days at a time, sometimes during the daytime, sometimes at nighttime. And the extra context that we got to really get into here is that this is Idaho, right? Farmlands where controlled burns happen all the time. But these bonfires were happening so frequently and they were so large that it caught the attention of the Price family, not only the couple that lives right here behind me, but also their son who lived right down the street as well. And reportedly, it's been the information that Matt Price handed those details over to law enforcement. And it is apparently or reportedly said that that was what gave the law enforcement enough probable cause to actually execute that search warrant and find those two children. So I found that super interesting that even these neighbors here noticed something was up, something was fishy. These bonfires are happening so frequently that it even caught their eyes.
I remember a couple years ago hearing about neighbors saying something about unusual burning activity, but didn't know it was a father and a son from two different vantage points, you know, talking to the police and giving them probable cause. It's fascinating. I expect that they will probably make a show in either Lori's or Chad's or both of their trials. So can you talk to me a little bit about your conversation with the Price? And I know you were able to get an interview with them, right?
Yeah, exactly. I talked to Boyd Price and his wife, Rhea. Really sweet couple. Boyd's 75 years old. He's a longtime farmer. He's lived here, grown up here all of his life. And what's super interesting about this memorial that you pointed out is that this is actually on Boyd Price's property. You can obviously, the memorial still stands. The faces of Tylee and JJ, people have stopped by, dropped off these stuffed animals, these lights. But this is what's interesting is because this is on the Boyd Price family property. It is not on the Daybell property, which is right over here. Now, what's interesting about this is back in 2020, when this was all going down, the memorial was actually lining this fence. As you can see, Ashleigh, memorial's not here anymore, and there's a reason why. Boyd Price tells me that Chad's son-in-law one day was so frustrated with all the attention that it was drawing, both from the media and from the public who would stop by, pay their respects, also just try to catch a glimpse at the backyard, that Chad's son-in-law actually was so frustrated that one day he just came out here, he ripped it all down. And that's the reason why Boyd Price reassembled it, put it on his property, on his fence line, where it still stands to this day.
Which is weird, because if you think of it, they were step-siblings, right? If Chad married Lori and Lori's two children were found dead in Chad's backyard, then Chad's adult children had two new step-siblings, a step-brother and a step-sister. Interesting they wouldn't care enough to have a memorial on their fence for these kids. It's a fact. The kids were there. I mean, this is not in dispute. Yeah. Those children were buried in their backyard.
Yeah, and we saw this in Moscow, right, where we saw all these true crime armchair detectives stop by. They wanted to get a glimpse of the murder house, as it was called, and that's probably what happened here. Just it drew so much attention that Chad's stepson was so sick and tired of it that he pulled it all down. And this was just some of the details that Mr. Boyd Price provided to me. He also explained a little bit about the frustrating feelings that he has that this case is drawn on now for more than 3 years. He also told me exactly what it was like to live next door to Chad Daybell for all those years. We have some sound from him. Let's take a look.
You get up in the morning, you know, you look out and you see across the street and you know what went on, and you can't believe it had gone, something like that had gone on right here in this neighborhood.
Did you ever have any indication that, you know, something more sinister or disturbing was happening there?
Not a thing. You wouldn't have believed that anything was going on. in that house. I mean, you had no idea. We got hurt as bad as they did. You know, with that being right here, it aggravates you and makes you a little angry. You know, I'm sorry, you got to have a little anger there.
And one other thing that Mr. Price told me, obviously he's frustrated, but he's not even sure who's on whose side. He says that there's still people to this day here in East Idaho who still support Chad Daybell. They believe that he's innocent of all the charges he faces.
Wow. Even though two little kids were buried in his backyard, it's confounding. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.